Yesterday, I made a video warning regarding Saitama and the bots in the Reddit. For some reason, it wasn't addressed. I tried to publish it, I believe, on the Reddit. I don't know why I don't see the video. Hopefully, if you guys are from the Saitama team, please get a hold of the boss. This is the first thing I want to mention. Then we'll talk about the price. We'll talk about CoinMarketCap, the volume going down by 50% in a day. We'll also check out the Reddit, the whole sentiment, Google Trends, and then a bunch of other news like liquidations and other things I do believe you should know about. Let's start with the chart. The chart is looking mighty bad. Any way you look at it, every time we try to touch the 200 EMA, we just get rejected. I've been warning people about this drop for a while. Look, Saitama has a great community, so I'm trying not to bash it, and this is something that I'll try to do from now on. Whenever I'm alerting people of a potential drop, a lot of people want to hold projects long term. They don't care about short term. So I will do my best to keep your interest in line as well. So if you feel like I'm missing some information, please politely say it in the comment section down below, and I can make a second video reviewing that as well. In terms of the chart, it's definitely going down, but the community is strong. From 190 votes on DX2s, we have 98, basically 99% voted for it. That's literally probably one person or two people voted against Saitama just here. Even though most of the volume is not done here, only 100k, which is like 1% of the volume currently from 10 mil. Most of the Saitama revenue is happening on exchanges. I have a link for MEXC. I was sponsored by them as well. And because of the fees, and in general, something that I've noticed is that criminal developers of this token pocketing all the money of public, still people say it's bullish. Wake up. Don't forget to buy the dip. I'm sorry, one more thing. My puppies, I think Russell just listed Saitama. Shitama. Holders selling quick over. Well, yeah, a lot of people are just getting out of the project. This is the thing. A lot of people are getting out of the project. And when you go on the Reddit though, I just feel like the marketing team is good, but they're not taking enough time to just fix a few things. First, fix the Reddit. There's a lot of bots that are promoting other projects. That's what I addressed in the last video. Like, if you're somehow connected to the team, please ask them to clean the bots. Hotcoin Global News Saitama Exchange, Wolfpack. Get ready to down zeros and get a new all-time high. Saitama list of what's being worked on. That's actually very, very useful information. So here's what's next after the dump. By the way, this is how I will title this video, because this is the reality. I don't want to be too negative. I want to be observant. Here's what's next after the dump, because the dump is a reality. It's happening. Basically, Saitama burn. I saw a few people addressing that. We'll talk about it a little bit. CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap application for Saita reality. Continuing to integrate new IT team. Relocking Saitama. Finalizing a few CEX listings. Testing Lucky Roo on testnet. Adding a couple new tokens to swap within Saitamask. Connecting Saitamask desktop and finalizing FangBet and saying the token integration payment. FangBet is the most important thing. I would move it above all of the other things. Are not what makes Saitama great and unique. I would move that first on the list. But avoiding this right here, because the guy that compiled the list deserves more recognition. So he's a moderator as well. Folk, yes. Wallet has dumped 13 Ethereum worth of Saitama, approximately 5 trillion Saitama. That was the big drop we just saw. The wallet just bought 8 trillion Saitama 6 days ago. Talk about paper hand and under wave, if I ever seen one. Look, that's not a real well. That's like 40 grand worth of Ethereum. I guess the volume is not that high. The liquidity is not that high. For a token of this size, 40 grand shouldn't destroy the token so much. Let me just give you an example. I sold Zoo token, and I can make a whole video. If you don't trust me, I can show you the actual sales on PooCoin. Pretty much at 420 when I sold it. I dumped the price. I sold 20 grand worth of Zoo, and it had very low liquidity. In 2 or 3 trades within less than 10 seconds, and dumped the price from 420 to 405 or something. That big drop at the last 420 was mine. I waited a few times, it went to $4, it didn't pull through, and then at $4, 420 I sold. It was late at night for me. It was pretty much lunchtime for New York or afternoon for New York, or actually even 5 or 6 p.m. New York, because it was like midnight for me. And it didn't dump the price too much. It was the end for Zoo, for the uptick, because when I sold 20 grand, I told everyone I sold, and then it dumped. But it was it was kind of a dead cat bounce. It was gonna dump anyway. Anyone knew that we were just playing the hot potato game. Who will wait for longer? It's like, don't blink, who will sell, right? And everyone was waiting and waiting, and I just had to sell because I was holding for a month too, and it was a big position for me back then. Crypto market, gentlemen, it's been an honor losing money with you. Yeah, but we're green today. Saitama is in the red, and I'm not very happy about that, but they need to fix some things. It's weird that actually, yeah, it's somehow up for the day, according to CoinMarketCap. Maybe it depends on what you deem a day, but hopefully this was the wave that sold, I guess, or this was the wave that sold an hour ago. This was the wave that sold an hour ago. The whole question is, will we hold the 6,216 area? This is the question a lot of us are asking. And in general, I've made a few posts, a few videos about Saitama. I've called it up on Saitama. It's not a token that I will personally buy into right now. If I am wrong, I would love to be corrected, because the Saitama's community is really good. Something that I want to tell you, that long crypto traders feel pain as Bitcoin slides at 430 mil liquidations. It was not that bad. It actually wasn't 430 mil. At one point, it was hilarious. I covered this from another news source earlier this morning, and it was pretty much 420 million 69, and it wasn't a joke in liquidations. The biggest liquidation was 10 mil from BitMEX. I don't know who uses BitMEX. This is kind of an interesting story that I wanted to include in the Saitama video, because in general, Saitama, a lot of people would argue, is following Ethereum's price, which is not absolutely correct, because we were dipping when Ethereum had green days and vice versa. But in general, we want to understand more about the whole crypto, the fundamentals around Ethereum right now. NFT marketplace Gem XYZ outs developer over pattern of sexual misconduct. This is very sad. Co-founder Lauren Hutsuak for the victims says developer Neso was dismissed after a team was made aware he was engaged in such conduct. That's very, very sad, but it's very good that they didn't try to hide it, even though it was someone from their team. And it was probably really hard for the victims to step in and face the predator. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Look, guys, I didn't beg you for any likes. You might have noticed at the beginning of the video, I'm trying to be different from other crypto channels, talking about the truth, the facts, whatever I can find. And I'm just a random dude on the internet. Yesterday I spent 14 hours creating content. Today I've spent over 10, and I will be working a lot longer. You can see the background behind me being dark, then it's light again, and I'm recording all day for you because I want to bring you up to date with latest news. Shiba Inu, Robinhood, all of this, everything that happened, Elon Musk not being a board member, all of this, I release this news first because I work non-stop for you guys. If you appreciate that, all you gotta do is hit the subscribe button. You get some news that you might not be that interested in, and I understand that. I respect your time. Please do not unsubscribe just because you see news like this. I'm trying to cover a big, broader portfolio of tokens for those of you that are actually diversified. So I really appreciate your time. See you next video. This video is no financial advice.